So what's up, you guys? So I actually made this video a few days ago with my GoPro, but for some reason the GoPro seems to split up my video into different parts, so I'd have to combine them all, and I didn't want to do that, so I'm just going to remake the video today. And I recently got a new phone, so I'm having to get used to it. I got a 16E, I think, and it doesn't have the 0.5 magnification. It only has a ×1 or ×2 magnification, so I'm having to get used to that. So everything's a lot closer than it should be. It kind of looks that way on camera, but anyway, I wanted to show off a bunch of the stuff that I've got recently that I wanted to try. I've already used it, so this video is not going to be like it was unless I can find a way to fix the GoPro stuff. But anyways, so I bought all this stuff off of TikTok. The Chemex stuff I've known about for a long time. That's nothing new. I obviously have their snake oil right here. I've used the snake oil in the past and I loved it, so I bought it again. But I've never tried their touchless wash system, the Stars and Stripes. I am subscribed to their YouTube channel. I do watch the videos that they release on a normal basis. I've watched tons and tons of videos about it. I've seen them explain it. I've seen other people review it, especially on TikTok now, because everybody and their mama is selling something or has some kind of a commission on TikTok, so they're always selling something. But I know that this stuff works. I've just never used it. It is fairly expensive for what it is. The soaps are expensive. If you buy it as a kit, it's a little bit cheaper, but you know, it is what it is. So I have used it. As you can see, it does work like it's supposed to. The only thing that I noticed it didn't do was it didn't clean the glass. It didn't clean the windshield or the rear glass on the lift gate. So I don't know if that's just because I didn't let it sit long enough or what. So I'm gonna probably try that again on a day where I can let it sit when it's not sunny, because I also was doing this in the sun, in the direct sunlight, and you don't really want this stuff to dry on the paint or on the glass. So that might be the reason. I don't know, but it did clean the tires, it cleaned the wheels, cleaned the body, cleaned all that stuff. It's just the glass didn't really get cleaned. So I'll just say that that's my fault. I'm not gonna blame the chemicals. But anyway, I'll go over everything that it came with. Both kits. This came as a kit. Came with both foam cannons, and then it also came with, obviously the soaps. Both foam cannons came with this. This is just a different orifice and a foaming filter, which this I'm assuming helps foam the chemical. And then also came with a cleaner for you to use with the orifice. The different orifices, there's different sizes. There's, I think, a 1.15 and a 1.25 orifice. I don't know which one is in the foam cannons. But you can also use this with regular pressure washer tips, so you can clean them out just in case they get dirt or something in them. So that's nice. They both came with them, but I only got one just to show you. And you know, they come with the foam cannons. When you buy the bundle or the kit, it comes with the red and blue foam cannons, and also comes with the Stars and the Stripes. There are 32 ounces. This is the smallest size they sell. I think the soaps by themselves, if you buy the 32 ounces, they obviously come with both the red and the blue or the Stars and Stripes. I think it's like right around $40 or $50 just for them. And then if you bump it up to a gallon size of each, it's like $100 some for both. So it does get kind of expensive. That's one reason why I haven't really bought it. That's one thing that strayed me away from it, was just because of how expensive it is. But I mean, you got to pay for quality. I know that they've been selling stuff for a long time, so they know what they're doing, but it's just not feasible for a lot of people, at least not for me. That's why I've always done the bucket method. I've always used buckets and stuff, done it by hand. This, I feel like, would be a lot easier to use, especially when it's cold outside. I'm not going to go and wash my car by hand when it's freezing ass cold outside. Here in Georgia, it doesn't get very cold, but it can. And like I said, I'm not dipping my hand in cold water. I'm not going to use a brush. Yeah, you could use hot water, but I don't have a hot water faucet downstairs in my garage, and I'm not lifting a 5-gallon bucket up to my faucet upstairs in the kitchen to fill it with hot water, bring it all the way back down here, and then I have a short amount of time. I'm not doing that. So this would be nice in the winter. I will be using it with my gas pressure washer, so that's probably the perfect thing to use it with. If your electric pressure washer is strong enough, that's cool, but that's what I'm going to be using. It worked fairly well. It did what it was supposed to do, so that's not a problem. But yeah, this is something nice where I really ain't got to touch it. I can let it sit, do its thing, spray it off, car look nice, and then I put the snake oil on top of it, and we're off to the races. So this was, like I said, around $85 or $89 for this kit. I bought it, like I said, from on the TikTok shop. This was just something I wanted to put in the video because I bought it along with all this stuff. This is just a detailing brush to get pet hair off of carpets and stuff like that. This is, I think, like $6. That's the company, Detail Diamonds, or Demands, excuse me. And then I also bought this foam cannon that I've been seeing. Whoops, make sure it's in the frame. I've also bought this one. This one I was strictly going to use for the that stuff, the snake oil. And it worked. It did exactly what it was supposed to do. I literally filled this whole top part full of snake oil. This was, I think, $20-something. It also came with other stuff. It came with another orifice. Whoops, y'all can't even see it, so it doesn't matter. This came with another size orifice, and it also came with an Allen key and different parts, so that's good. It also came with a little filter, which I wasn't expecting. It was packaged pretty well. It's packaged in foam and stuff like that. This is probably just a generic Chinese foam cannon that they sell. You can probably find these on Amazon or, anywhere pretty much, in different colors as well. I think they sell a teal and a pink and this. I have found a problem with it though. So I did fill it with the snake oil, and I had it sitting right here the other day when I was using all of this stuff so I could get it ready, and I noticed that it would leak out of the front. I'm not a fan of that. Don't know if it's supposed to do that. I did leave a review on the TikTok shop because of that. So, and one thing I will show about those foam cannons, but I'll show on this one, is obviously you can change the fan, but you can also change the orientation. So it can shoot the fan horizontally and vertically, which I like. And the foam cannons that Chemex sells do the same thing. See? Which is pretty cool. I've never had any that do that. One thing that is a small gripe, it's just a OCD thing, is these color blues don't match. So this is a teal, and like you see that the tip of the Stripes foam cannon and the base are the same color, but the tip is black and the base is blue. So I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if they did that on purpose or what, but okay. I mean, I would like them to be, the same. I want them to look identical and have the same style, I guess, if you want to call it that. You're supposed to dilute these 4-to-1. I mean, it tells you that on the back of the bottle. As you can see, 4-to-1. 1 part soap, 4 parts water. There's not really a 4-to-1 ratio on the side of the bottle, so I used the 1-to-3 right there. I didn't use all of the stripes, so I don't know if that's my fault or what, but I still got some of the stars left as well. So, like I said, I was trying to be quick because I was doing it in the sun, which I shouldn't have, but I was being impatient and wanted to try it out and see how it worked. But it did work. It did what it was supposed to do. And then putting the snake oil on top of it made it even better. Paint looked good. It still looks good because it's been sitting for the past couple of days. I haven't driven, but cleaned the tires. Did everything it's supposed to do. So it's well worth the money. I'll link all this stuff in the description if you want to go buy this stuff yourself. I'll try to find some other videos of this stuff if I can. So yeah, I'll try to find a link for this. I'm not really going to link it from the TikTok shop, but I'll find one for this because these are just a generic Japanese foam cannon that I'm sure everybody and their mama rebrands and sells. I'll try to find something for this too, but I will link it from their website directly in my description from Chemex. It's the same price on TikTok as it is in their website, so it doesn't really matter where you buy it. That's just where I was, and I wanted to buy that foam cannon for the most part because I wanted to try it. Just because it makes it a lot easier than hanging one of these heavy-ass things on the end of it. And I knew I could use this specifically for the sealant. So, and one thing to note about the snake oil is you don't have to use it every wash. It says that it gives you, I think, 6 months of protection, so you don't have to use it every time. Sometimes I'll put it, if I wash it by hand, I'll actually pour some in the wash bucket as well when I'm washing the vehicle. So you can do it that way, or you can just spray it on directly like I do. Either way, it doesn't matter. But yeah, so hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all later.